The architectural wonders of Thailand White Temple. The remarkable Buddhist temple Wat Rong Khun, also referred to as the White Temple, is situated in Chiang Rai, Thailand. This architectural wonder is remarkable not only for its striking appearance but also for its rich symbolism and Chalermchai Kositpipat's distinct vision. In this video, we will explore the architectural wonders of Thailand White Temple. Number 7. Stunning all-white design. The stunning all-white architecture of Wat Rong Khun is the product of a painstaking building process that combines cutting-edge modern methods with traditional Thai temple architecture. The exterior of the temple is made of a distinctive combination of materials, such as white plaster, glass, and broken mirrors, rather than just being painted white. Throughout the day, this unique compound created by artist Chalermchai Kositpipat creates a stunning effect by reflecting and refracting light. Traditional Thai motifs like lotus flowers, mythical animals, and celestial beings are depicted in a contemporary style that deviates from conventional temple aesthetics in the elaborate carvings and ornamental details that adorn the temple's facade. Overall, the temple exudes an ethereal beauty that seems to be emanating from within. In addition to differentiating Wat Rong Khun from other Thai temples, its striking visual identity also functions as a potent metaphor for the Buddhist ideas of enlightenment and purity. The pursuit of spiritual purity, where the mind and heart are free from the stains of greed, hatred, and delusion, is symbolized by the color white. The temple is a visual depiction of the Buddhist path to enlightenment, inviting guests to leave behind their earthly worries and enter a place that feels both sacred and otherworldly. Number 6. Unique artistic vision. In a bold departure from traditional Thai temple architecture, Chalermchai Kositpipat's artistic vision for Wat Rong Khun reflects his desire to create a place that combines spirituality with modern art and social commentary. Kositpipat, an architect and artist, started this large-scale project in 1997 with the goal of creating a temple that would respect the fundamental ideas of Buddhism and yet speak to contemporary audiences. He has referred to his art as a living temple that responds to contemporary social issues and changes with time. Wat Rong Khun combines contemporary artistic techniques and conceptual elements that question viewers' perceptions of spirituality and morality, in contrast to traditional temples that frequently emphasize historical styles and decorative elements. Kositpipat's method makes spiritual teachings applicable to the modern world by encouraging visitors to interact with Buddhism in a modern setting. Wat Rong Khun is now not only a place of worship, but also an artistic statement that encourages contemplation on the human condition as a result of the blending of spirituality and art. A large portion of the construction was funded directly by Kositpipat, who invested millions of Thai baht in what he views as his life's work. His commitment and foresight have resulted in a temple that is both breathtaking to look at and thought-provoking, demonstrating the ability of art to spur social change and spiritual development. Number 5. The Bridge of the Cycle of Rebirth. The Bridge of the Cycle of Rebirth, which is both the temple's entrance and a potent metaphor for the Buddhist idea of samsara, the never-ending cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, is one of Wat Rong Khun's most moving and thought-provoking features. This bridge, which represents the grasping nature of human desire and the suffering that results from attachment, is crossed by hundreds of hands reaching upward from a pit below as visitors approach the temple. The hands stand for people who are ensnared in their attachments and desires and who long for redemption but are powerless to break free from their predicament. This powerful imagery stands in stark contrast to the tranquil beauty of the temple itself, evoking strong emotional reactions. Crossing this bridge serves as a reminder that letting go of these earthly attachments is necessary to achieve freedom from suffering and inspires people to consider their own goals and challenges. Enlightenment is a fundamental concept of Buddhism, and the journey towards it is symbolized by the change from the chaotic world below to the peaceful sanctuary above. The demon heads that adorn the bridge itself stand in for the challenges and temptations that face a person seeking spiritual awakening. Visitors are encouraged to reflect on their own inner demons and the difficulties they encounter in their own spiritual journeys by taking on these symbolic obstacles. Number 4. Contemporary murals. Visitors are greeted by a series of murals inside the ordination hall that combine strikingly modern elements with traditional Buddhist iconography to create a unique visual narrative that subverts conventional notions of morality and spirituality. While many of the murals portray scenes from Buddhist texts, such as colorful representations of celestial beings or hell realms, others include well-known figures from popular culture, such as Superman and Batman, and even allusions to world events, such as the September 11th attacks. Younger audiences are drawn in by this juxtaposition, which also encourages critical thought on current issues like consumerism, violence, and moral ambiguity in contemporary society. Kositpipat's goal is evident. By incorporating these components into holy art, he challenges spectators to consider their own morals and worldviews in light of spiritual doctrines. The murals turn into a conversation between modernity and tradition, showing how moral lessons from the past can be applied to today's social issues. With the help of this creative method, art viewing becomes an interactive experience that invites viewers to reflect on their perceptions of good and evil. As a symbol of the artist's personal commitment to using this temple as a tool for social and spiritual change, the murals also include images of the artist and his family. Number 3. Golden Restroom. Among the most surprising and thought-provoking elements of this sacred space is the golden restroom at Wat Rong Khun, a structure completely covered in gold leaf that fulfills practical needs while conveying a potent message about materialism versus spiritual purity. This bathroom is more than just a practical feature. It's an ostentatious statement piece meant to make people reflect on society's fixation with status, money, and luxury. Kositpipat dares visitors to ponder what true richness in life means by situating such an ostentatious structure within the context of a Buddhist temple, where simplicity, humility, and non-attachment are highly valued. The lavishness of the restroom stands in stark contrast to the overall design of the temple, acting as a reminder that although worldly belongings may provide momentary joy, they eventually get in the way of achieving enlightenment and spiritual fulfillment. This deliberate contrast invites reflection on one's priorities. Are we pursuing ephemeral material wealth or enduring spiritual enlightenment? Thus, the golden restroom represents more than just a physical space. It also represents the constant conflict between lower-level goals and higher-order desires. Guests are encouraged to reflect on the transience of material goods and the significance of developing inner wealth via spiritual practice. Number 2. Symbolic elements. Chalermchai Kositpipat painstakingly constructed Wat Rong Khun, a work of symbolic detail, with the intention of imparting profound lessons about life and Buddhism. White is a commonly used symbol of purity, denoting not only cleanliness of the body, but also the mental and spiritual purity required to achieve enlightenment. Wisdom is symbolized by the mirrored glass of the temple, which during meditation both illuminates the inner self and reflects light into the surrounding area. Because the various sculptures combine figures from Buddhist legend with modern symbols that represent contemporary societal challenges, like consumerism represented by images like credit cards or fast food logos. Each artistic element has multiple layers of meaning. For instance, mythical animals like nagas, which resemble serpents, warn viewers about their own inner struggles between ignorance and desire and act as a shield against evil forces. The temple's complex symbolism invites visitors to engage deeply with all aspects of it, converting it from a purely aesthetic experience into an insightful exploration of important Buddhist philosophical ideas. The 5 tiers of the temple's roof represent the 5 main Buddhist precepts: emptiness, suffering, non-self, impermanence, and nirvana. The architecture of a temple is itself symbolic. Every element contributes to the creation of an aesthetically stunning temple and has a deeper spiritual significance, from the skillful carvings to the thoughtful placement of the buildings. Number 1. Cultural and spiritual significance. Wat Rong Khun is an active Buddhist temple that is extremely important to the locals and tourists from other countries in terms of culture and spirituality. In addition to being a place of worship where monks perform rituals, it also functions as a learning center where people looking for spiritual direction or cultural understanding can learn about Buddhism. Millions of people visit this architectural wonder every year, drawn not only by its breathtaking beauty, but also by its profound messages about the meaning of life and the moral quandaries that face modern society. The temple is proof that through its thematic components, art can be used to explore spirituality while addressing urgent issues like social inequality or environmental degradation. One of Thailand's most beloved landmarks, Wat Rong Khun, embodies a unique blend of reverence for ancient beliefs and acceptance of contemporary challenges through its design choices that foster dialogue between tradition and modernity. Beyond its religious purpose, the temple has come to represent Thai national identity and is a source of pride for the surrounding community. In addition to developing a greater respect for Buddhist teachings, visitors to Wat Rong Khun also leave with a fresh perspective on Thailand's rich cultural legacy and the ability of art to promote social change and spiritual development. Ultimately, Wat Rong Khun is not solely an architectural marvel, it is a multifaceted combination of art, spirituality, and modernity that cordially invites guests to delve into profound philosophical inquiries concerning existence, longing, and enlightenment. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.